Meditation to enter a new reality. Close your eyes, take a slow breath in and release. Again, breathe in as if you are returning to yourself. And breathe out as if you are letting go of every word that was built from fear, limitation, and all belief. For a moment, understand this deeply. There is not only one reality being lived on this earth. There is a reality for every person who walks through this world. Each person does not simply live in the world as it is. Each person lives in the world as they have accepted to be. Two people can stand in the same room, under the same sky, hearing the same words, and yet they are not living the same reality. One might see rejection, another might see redirection. One might see delayed, another might see divine timing. One might see themselves as forgotten, another might feel chosen, guided, and carried. The outer scene might look the same, but the inner meaning is different. And the inner meaning is the world you actually live in. Neville Goddard said, "Feeling is the secret, not emotion that comes and goes, not excitement for a moment, but the quiet inner acceptance that something is true. The feeling of naturalness. The feeling that says, this is who I am now. This belongs to me now. This is normal for me now." Because what you accept in your mind, what you consent to inwardly, what you repeatedly return to as true, becomes the atmosphere of your life. It becomes the reality you expect. And what you expect, you notice. What you notice, you follow. What you follow, you experience. So now, gently ask yourself, what reality have I been loyal to? Not with blame, not with shame, only with awareness. What belief have I been carrying out as if it were law? Maybe it was, and always behind, I'm not chosen. Life is difficult for me. Money's hard. Love leaves. My dream is too far. I have to struggle to be worth it. I cannot be truly free. Let the old belief appear in your mind. See it clearly. Do not fight it. Do not fear it. Just observe it. This was a reality you were subject to because at some level you accepted as true. Now, if you are listening to this as practice, write that old belief in the comments, not to give it power, but to expose it. To see the reality you were unconsciously obeying. Write it as honestly as you can. I used to believe, and then name it, because where it was brought into awareness can be released from authority. Now imagine that this belief is not just a thought. Imagine it as a chip. A small program is installed in your brain, a program that has been running quietly in the background. It has been filtering what you see. It has been telling you and your body what to expect. It has been telling your heart what is safe. It has been telling your life what is possible. And for a long time, you might have thought this program was you. But now you see it clearly. It was not you. It was only something installed, a mental program, a belief, an assumption, a reality you had accepted. And Neville said, assumptions harden into fact. But if an old assumption can become a lived reality, then a new assumption can become your new experience. You are not trapped by the old program. You are not the chip. You are the awareness that can remove it. You are the one who chooses what is allowed to live inside your inner world. So now, in your imagination, gently place your attention on that old chip. See it, feel his presence, recognize the reality it created and now say inwardly, this program no longer belongs in me. This belief is no longer my home. This reality is no longer the one I serve. Now, imagine yourself removing that chip from your mind. Slowly, carefully, completely. You take it out from the place where it was hidden. You hold it in front of you, and for the first time you see how small it really is. It looks powerful only because you believe it. It looked permanent only because you repeat it. It looked like true only because you live from it. But now it is outside of you. It is no longer running. It is no longer deciding. It is no longer speaking through your body. It is no longer shaping your reactions and is no longer choosing your future. Now imagine removing it from your inner house as if you were taking an old object out of your home forever. Something that no longer matches who you are, something that no longer carries your energy, something that no longer belongs in the room of your life. You do not store it another corner. You don't keep it just in case. You do not leave it by the door. You remove it completely and forever. You watch it leave your inner home. You watch it disappear from your reality. Now there is a space, a clean space, a free space, a sacred space. This space is not emptiness. This space is power. This is the place where a new reality can be installed. Now choose the new program, not a wish, not a fantasy, not as something you hope like one day will allow. Choose it as an inner law. Choose it as the reality you now accept. A new chip, a new program, a new way of seeing, a new way of feeling, a new way of breathing. And this program says, I am free within. My life responds to the state I occupy. I no longer live from fear. I live from the reality I consciously choose. I am worthy of peace, love, abundance, beauty, and completion. What I accept within becomes natural around me. My inner world is the cause. My outer world is the reflection. Now imagine placing this new chip gently into your mind, but this time it's not forced. It fits naturally. It belongs there. It feels clean. It feels calm. It feels true. It begins to light up your inner world, not with noise, not with pressure, but with certainty, a quiet certainty, the kind of certainty that does not need to argue, the kind of certainty that does not need to prove, the kind of certainty that simply knows. Take a breath. Let the new program enter your body, not as a performance, not as forced positivity, but as a calm decision, a decision so fair that thought has nowhere to stand. Feel what it could feel like if this was already natural. How would you breathe if you were already free? Breathe that now. How would your shoulders rest if you knew life was not against you? Let them rest now. How would your face soften if you no longer have to prove your worth? Let it soften now. How will your heart feel if you were no longer waiting for permission? Feel that now. And the new state does no need to shout. It does not need to convince anyone. It simply is. You do not become free by changing every person, every place, and every circumstance first. You become free by changing the inner program from which you met life. When you change the belief operating within you, the same worlds begin to speak differently. Doors that once looked chosen behind to look possible. Silence that once felt like rejection begins to feel like preparation. Your own reflection begins to look like someone you can trust. This is not fantasy. This is not escaping life. This is returning to the source from which your experience is organized. Your beliefs are not small things. They are instructions. They tell your nervous system what is safe. They tell your attention what to seek. And they tell your imagination what future to rehearse. And they tell your body what reality to live inside every day. So now choose consciously. Enter the reality of the person who is already becoming, the person who no longer argues for limitation, the person who no longer repeats the old story to keep it alive, the person who knows my inner acceptance is creative. What I feel as natural, I begin to live. What I persist in being within, I meet without. Now imagine yourself moving through tomorrow from this new program. See yourself waking up differently, not desperate, not waiting, not checking the world for proof. You wake up as someone who already belongs to the new reality. You speak from it, you walk from it, you choose from it, you breathe from it. You do not need to force the world. You remain faithful to the new assumptions. You return to it when the old thought appears. You return to it when circumstances look unchanged. You return to it because you understand now the old reality was maintained only by repetition. The new reality will embody it by repetition too. But this time, consciously, this time, lovingly, this time with freedom. Take another deep breath. Feel the new belief resting in your body, inside of you, as natural as breathing, as close as your heartbeat, as real as your awareness. Now say quietly, I release the reality I was unconsciously observing. I remove the old program. I take it out of my inner home forever. I start a new truth and I accept an inner reality. I live from the state of freedom. I no longer wait for the outer world to define me. I define myself within. And from this inner truth, my life begins to rearrange. Rest in peace. There is nothing more to force. The new state is not something you chase, it is something you inhabit. And today you inhabit it. Breathe in, breathe out. It is done. And now live from there. And there is always the present moment. Live it now. Live it forever.